Hi, this is Sharon from the Waldport Public Library. We want to talk to you about a really fun project that's going on this month for 2 weeks. You can pick up rocks here and be part of Kindness Rocks. Okay, you know, a lot of us are going through hard times, and it could be really nice to find a rock that says something like this: hope, or peace, things that we all want. So this is a way of encouraging people you may not have even ever met. So let's do our best to help out. And I have a special guest with me today, Misty, who does all sorts of rocks for us here at the library. And she has prepared rocks along with her family to make it so that you have a base coat all ready. And they can be picked up on Friday this week and next week. Misty's going to show us some techniques now.
Hello. Doing rocks is pretty simple. Doesn't have to be complicated. It can just be some basic colors, and just to make it something bright that it shows up so somebody will spot it when you leave it out for them. Because the idea is to bring a smile to somebody's face. So we want to have it something bright and cheerful and not too complicated and easy to do. And I like to start with a pencil and write down on there what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do something real simple, like the word joy. So I just put the word joy on the rock like that with a pencil. And then when I'm ready, I can use my paints. So we're going to just pick a nice bright color or something that's really going to stand out, like purple. I like purple. It's one of my favorite colors. And if you want to do something even more simple than a word, even just like a heart or some polka dots or some spirals, things like that, that also is just bright and cheerful and kind of puts a smile on somebody's face, which is the idea. And I like to just use the little bit of paint that is in the cap of my paints. And if you don't have a lot of paints, you can get just one, like a single bottle, like Walmart. It's not too expensive. You can get one color and go from there. Something else that's also lots of fun is they sell paint pens. You can have all kinds of fun with those and do a lot more precise things. And then you just want to go over where you wrote, like that. And it's super, super simple. And we're not going for masterpiece. It doesn't need to be something that is going to be shown in a museum someday, or anything that needs to be saved forever. It's just simple paints and colors like that.
While she's working on that, I should tell you, we have books on rock painting here at the library, and also, if you need paints, I'm going to make them available to you. You just come in and ask, and we'll give you a little tub filled with a color that you like, okay? And I imagine Misty was going to tell you too that sometimes different paints work better inside than outside.
This is true. The color red in particular does not hold up well outside. I did a rock for the library that started off this color, and in the sunshine it turned to that color. So I'm going to try to fix it with some red house paint that I'm hoping will hold up in the sun better. But red paint, for some reason, just doesn't stay in the sunshine. Something else you need to be careful about is if you want to add something like little gems or something and glue them on, those are the rocks you want to keep indoors, because those little stuck-on things can come off outside and birds can eat them and get sick. And we don't want to make the wildlife sick. This is just for fun and to bring joy to somebody's life, not to make the wildlife ill.
So this month is also Love Your Library Month, Library Lovers Month. So I am going to be making some stickers that have this rock with a Kindness Rocks on it. And it's also for our library. But I want you to know that those stickers, you could add them to your rocks if you knew they were going to be for indoors. Otherwise, you could just keep that sticker and know that you were in this project of being kind to others. And that's what we want to do.
if you are going to put them outside and you want the colors to stay on and you want it to stay just as fresh as the way you made it, I recommend getting a sealant. I like to use this one that is very inexpensive. I get it at Dollar General. I think it's $5 a can, and it does a lot of rocks. And this is something you're going to want adult supervision with. It needs to be done preferably outdoors, but someplace with lots of ventilation. And you just do a really light coat after your paint is completely dry. And then you let it dry, and then you can do a heavier coat over the top of that. And that seals the paint on there so it doesn't get chipped off so easy.
That's a good plan, and it gives it that nice shine too. Do you want to show them some that you've made?
I have a few little ones that I've made. I like to just do them as a project just at home to do something fun and relaxing. So I make little hedgehogs. Those are fun. And sometimes these are super simple and easy to do. Little sheep. They just have little spirals for wool. And I really like the paint pens for these because they're super, super easy. But if you don't have paint pens and you want to do something really precise like that, toothpicks are actually really good for that. You just dip your toothpick in the paint and then you can make little tiny lines.
That's a great plan.
Yeah.
And so inexpensive.
Yeah, toothpicks are fun.
Being kind doesn't have to cost a lot, and the library is hoping to make it not cost you anything. And I want to thank Misty because she and her family went out and got all these rocks. They got them ready for you, and they were showing kindness to all of us that way. Is there more that you want to add today?
I think that was just about it. I think just hoping that we can help a lot of people have some smiles.
Let's spread
And,
some joy and kindness.
Bring some cheerfulness.